first day of camp, we are tackling a hot topic among Bills fans, the future of the team's stadium. The current lease on High...
What is it? Oh, it's mine. My bad.
Welcome to 42 North 78 West Sports Show. Here's your host, Sebastian.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the 42 North 78 West Sports Show, episode 36. I'm your host, Sebastian. Thank you guys all for coming. You know, us Bills fans, the Buffalo Bills are in a little dilemma right now. We're going to get to that later. I don't want to talk about it right now, but well, let me go through a little bit of the show. Thank you for watching. We got to thank you all for watching. Also, I got to say thank you, honestly, right now. Please give a like on this video if you are watching right now. Share. I don't know. Why not? Also, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, all the good stuff. Let's introduce the boys. Kevin, Alex, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey,
well,
how are you? And then this is Zach over here.
This is Zach. I am Zach. Hello. Zach speaking.
Zach
reporting.
Hi.
Zach's here.
Zach.
Hi. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Great. All right. So so let's get back to this. So we're gonna talk about the NHL free agency. Maybe there was this I guess the Seattle Krakens don't know how to make a contract. They got rejected by the NHL.
Amateurs.
Yeah, right.
Amateurs.
Also, NBA free agency is going off right now. Like, deals are getting released every few minutes right now. And also the MLB trade deadline. What a fun trade deadline. We'll get into that more in honorable mentions. But let's get right into this. Of course, let's see what the Buffalo Bills, Pagula team threatening to go to Austin, Texas.
Tejas.
What is this?
Taxes.
Yeah.
The rent is too damn high.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, we've seen this probably 8 times probably now, that a team will say, we're gonna leave if you don't give us this deal. Even though few times it's happened that yes, they've left. Because, if you're like Los Angeles or Las Vegas, like we'll build you a stadium. Well, Austin, do they have the money for that?
Well, I don't know if it's so much about the money for that as it is so much that, you would be competing with the University of Texas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be playing in the SEC in 2025. So by the time you build a stadium there, you're already going to be competing with SEC football on Saturdays, and it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
No. Texas runs at least Austin, and then like most of the state, like it's Longhorn football, like all day, every day there.
And even those few NFL fans in Austin, they're probably already diehard Dallas Cowboy fans. Yeah, and Jerry Jones isn't going to let another team come into Texas.
No,
especially that close.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a little too close for good old Jerry. But I mean, what was the one thing they were also talking about?
While you're thinking of that, I understand it being like a negotiation tactic by the Pagulas, wanting the public to foot the bill and not threatening, but Austin would be a place that we could go. What actually upsets me about all that, because that's just negotiating, but what upsets me is when the Pagulas bought the team, they were supposed to be the owners that weren't going to do that anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when he bought the Sabres, he was just going to drill another well if he needed the money.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, another check mark on, the Pagula con list. It's just, geez.
It just comes as like a punch to the gut almost. Like, dude, like.
And I've seen a few points like, why not be like, throw that out there when it's the middle of the season and the Bills are in first place and, everyone's riding high but before the season even starts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When we're trying to just, get ready and be excited for the season, we want to just focus on this current season coming up and, what we got, chasing the Super Bowl that we came up short of last year. Like that's what the fans want to worry about and focus on. And then this just gets thrown out there now. Like,
it's like the Sabres are so bad, and like just for them that they own both teams, and for how bad the Sabres have been, for them to threaten to take away the one bit of happiness we have in the city at the highest point we've seen in 20 plus years. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing why the Erie County people are a little upset right now is because we would fund the entire stadium, but then Pagula is going to get all the money from the revenue of it.
Yeah,
And
and
it's
Like we don't give enough money as
We
it
do,
is to
yeah.
the tickets and merchandise. Like we sell our season tickets every year.
Yeah.
We sell out pretty much every game. I mean, like wait till you host a home playoff game this year when when we can go full 100% capacity,
right.
and how crazy it's going to be and how packed it'll be. Like,
And it's not a cheap package either. Like it's
No.
$1.5 billion for the stadium and then renovations to Key Bank too. Like it's a lot of money. Where's it coming from? Like how high are you raising these taxes?
and
Where are these taxes coming from?
Pagula's net worth when he bought like the Bills and the Sabres was sitting around like $3 billion, and now there's reports saying that he could be north of $7 billion in his net worth. So
Yeah. What's $1 billion, right? What's $1 billion going to go, right?
I mean, yeah, seriously. I mean,
yeah.
you already have 2-3 yachts out there.
and what weren't they selling? Weren't they selling it? The
Yeah.
super yacht.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
What?
yeah.
I mean, that's enough money, isn't it? No, I mean,
that's just,
yeah, I mean, it's we can get into it, but I think whatever it is, they're gonna figure out a way that's gonna the stadium's probably gonna get built one way or another. Some way they're gonna figure it out.
I'm not worried about him moving.
No.
The only thing that I was kind of taken aback by was the fact that they were like pretty specific on another location right away.
Oh, and that
like
that-
it's one
no,
thing if they
that
just said
remind-
like, you
that
know
remi-
what, they're
that reminds me of that. How the report was that they asked people around Austin, like their executives or their
City
county,
council.
the city council, and they're like, "We never heard of this," but that could be they saying no comment. Probably that could be the no.
possible.
a follow-up to that,
Yeah.
I heard probably the same report that the Austin FC, whatever soccer team that's there, the city, like the council team, they were like in the negotiation process from the early stages, like earlier than what the Pagulas are at now. So like, if you can't call the Pagulas bluff, then you're kind of seeing it. You probably think Jack's the problem in Buffalo if you can't see that.
Yeah. Go check. All right, we'll go off from that. NHL free agency. Now, guys, please explain to me. These amateurs at Seattle Krakens, they can't get a contract, right? The NHL has to send it back. What is this? Amateurs?
there's something to do with like the percentage
Amateurs?
of money in a certain year.
They up front of the contract too much.
It's just like
I read that they put 9.6 like the first year, and then it slowly goes down from there or something like that.
I guess that's like
Yeah.
understandable with all
Yeah.
the cap space they have right now, but I mean, you should kind of know what you're doing as far as the negotiations
Come
go.
on, guys.
And
Did they read the
what
rule?
you're allowed
Did they
to
read the book?
yeah, it's not like they
Yeah.
have a brand new general manager too. Like Ron Francis has been around for a while. He was Carolina's GM before.
Yeah, but any notable signings you guys want to talk about?
Well, the Sabres are
yeah, unless they're a bunch of 500,000 or minimal signings. I mean, if you want to talk about
40-year-old
those.
goaltenders.
Yeah.
we're rolling into the year with a 40-year-old goaltender and Craig Anderson, who was going to retire, but decided against that to play with the Sabres for whatever reason. I don't know what he's thinking. You must really love hockey.
Yeah, right.
And then Aaron Dell, who signed for the same amount of money, 1 year, $750,000.
Had like a 800 save percentage last year.
Yeah,
Great.
Sure. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
He saved some pucks, but not a lot.
And I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe Luukkonen will be on the team next year instead of one of those two. I don't know, but
And we might ruin his development,
yeah.
because he'll see a lot of shots come his way.
I mean, I like the way our defense is kind of shaping out. I kind of like the Will Butcher pickup from the Devils, fill in a spot on the left side, and you added a 5th round pick with it as well. And then what was the other move? Oh, yeah, we bringing back Mark Pysyk. Probably shouldn't have been traded from here in the first place for Dmitry Kulikov. That move didn't quite work out.
Nope.
I kind of like the way our defense is shaping up now, and we moved on from Ristolainen, obviously. So yeah, but other than that,
Losing Allmark to Boston.
Yeah, to a division rival.
You know what else was a big signing, a big splash signing around the league? Carolina signing our boy Tony DeAngelo.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Another reason to hate the Carolina Hurricanes.
Bunch of jerks.
Sheesh. You could say that again. Bunch of jerks. Yeah, they live and die by that phrase, and now they're actually,
A bunch of, I was actually when they announced the signing, I was reading the replies, and Carolina fans are not happy.
They were probably
Which is kinda
pissed because
surprising.
They're not happy.
losing Dougie Hamilton, and then it's like, oh, let's replace him with Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, I mean, ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, yeah, and the funny thing is too, is because like I feel like I've been one of the few people that still like hate the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot of people who like over the past couple of years have said like, oh, you know,
I've grown kind of fond of Carolina.
No, I haven't. But it's
Okay,
okay.
but I was talking
But
about me.
that's the thing. There's been a lot of people who have said like, oh, they're pretty likable in that, and I've stuck by it. And you know what? I'm proud of myself for sticking to my guts, and I turned out to be right. So everyone who said that was starting to like the Carolina Hurricanes, get some. You were wrong.
Oh my God.
I was right. They're a trash organization, scumbags.
Remember, like
They
45
stole my
seconds
Stanley
ago
Cup.
when I said I grew fond of Carolina.
Right. Yeah.
He's talking to me.
They stole my Stanley Cup.
Okay.
Well, I guess I don't like Carolina anymore either. I don't like Tony D'Angelo. He's a QAnon guy. We are an anti-QAnon podcast. By the way,
Let it be known.
Just a little off topic. There's a former Sabre in the news right now.
yeah,
Oh,
man, yeah.
yeah. I was
like,
How do you get
he's in the
outed
news
by your
quite a
wife?
bit. He's in the news quite a bit.
She belongs to the streets.
Yeah. What did he do to piss her off?
Yeah,
She
seriously.
just outed him like that.
she posted a sports book saying, yeah, he's been throwing games.
It's not like he's Pete Rose either, and he's
Yeah.
like the all-time hits leader. He's like, okay, you're all right. So like, the NHL will do their due diligence, though.
He'll clear his name. He's gonna clear it. He said
Yeah.
he did nothing.
So that was
yeah. Oh, look at that, Kev.
Yeah,
Look at
he's,
that.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. #1 fans.
People have
Let's go.
spoken.
The people.
They want to see it.
We all see it. No, yeah, full former Sabre in the news. That's like that's new, honestly. Right?
I mean,
One-
gambling on
much.
games doesn't really happen often.
No.
No.
I mean, you've seen NBA refs do it, you've seen baseball players do it, not so much hockey players. So that's
Nah.
It's been a while since
I mean,
we've seen like a story like that. Like the last one was probably the NBA ref, right?
yeah.
Tim
Or a
Donahue.
couple-
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Like I feel like that's the last case of that. I mean, I know that there's the one ESPN films of like the Boston College basketball team from I think I want to say 1980, maybe sometime in the 80s, when one of their players got associated with like a mob, and they ended up throwing games. And that, and like one of the players like pretty much ruined his reputation because he kind of got involved, but he didn't really want to because he was like this great kid. He was like, supposed to, he was like the face of the team. He was their captain, and he was like, he was an academic, like all like whatever you want to call it, American academic, something like along those lines. And he got involved, and it kind of hurt his reputation. And so now I'm seeing this in hockey too.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good at all.
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, Evander Kane too. Recently, it was a little while ago, but he filed for bankruptcy, and that a while back. So he's
Crazy how you can gamble with money you don't have.
maybe
you
he's
can-
got some issues.
Maybe-
You can kind of connect the dots there.
Yeah. Maybe he's probably putting $1,000 on UFC fights and stuff like that. So
And I
Well,
feel like
that he could do.
yeah, he can do that. Yeah.
And I feel like the bankruptcy originally came out like soon after he started calling out like Jake Paul. And then
Oh,
when that came out, I was like, all right, well, there goes any sort of trash talk you have now, because now you're just showing. Now that just proves that that's why you want to fight Jake Paul, is because you want the money.
Yeah.
Like,
What's wrong with that? The money's
I'm
good.
not saying there's nothing wrong with
money's
it.
good.
I'm just saying that just ruins all your
Yeah.
trash talk.
You ain't fooling
No.
us, Evander.
Now,
it
that's
is
all
what-
Jake Paul would have to say.
If that's your real name.
But I don't think Jake Paul's got the time for him now.
All right.
He's busy fighting actual MMA guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. All right, cool. So I switched the thing. NBA free agency. Does anyone else have a new signing? I haven't been seeing. There must have been another one that had been
For NBA?
Yeah,
Yeah,
anyone-
there were small signings.
Yeah.
But I mean,
the
we should
main
just-
one. The main ones. I got them right here. The
Oh,
main
yeah.
ones are. Let's see right here. Chris Paul. He resigned with a 4-year deal.
It's gonna take him
It's-
until he's
yeah.
40 years old.
Until he's 40.
But it is.
Yeah.
I saw the way the contract works. The
cannot-
third year is not fully guaranteed, and the fourth
Oh.
year is non-guaranteed. So,
Is it a team option? I'm guessing.
no, it's just the contract's not fully guaranteed.
Oh,
so
okay.
they can get out of it if
Uh,
he regresses.
Yeah, that's another one. And then I had to do this one for good old Al. You know, Lonzo Ball.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, he's going to the Chicago Bulls.
Big,
Yes,
big
sir.
baller Bulls.
Yes, sir. He's been linked to the Bulls for a while. There was like
Oh,
rumors
no.
throughout the season of them targeting him in trade. Actually, I think last offseason there was rumors of that. And then coming into the trade deadline this year, there were those
You're
rumors.
really liking this signing.
I love it. It's it's really a perfect fit. They needed help on the perimeter defensively. He's a good ball distributor. He's not a bad shooter either.
Oh yeah.
And it's length. I think he's a perfect fit to play alongside of Zach LaVine. And then now with Vucevic in the middle as well, who can spread the floor and be a big man that can shoot from long range. I'm excited. I like the move.
Then the oh my god. That was
The Bulls, they
Yeah.
also signed Alex Caruso.
yep, that one.
Well, sure.
So
I'm missing another one. How am I missing?
Laker fans are upset about that, so I guess that's
Yeah,
there's
well-
a couple other ones.
I'm
If
missing this
Devin,
one.
if you're watching,
There it is. Yeah,
this
Devin.
moment
yes.
of silence for
Yeah,
Devin.
moment of silence. for
Kyle
Devin.
Lowry on his
Poor-
way to Miami,
poor
gonna
now.
sign and trade.
Oh,
He's going to sign with the Heat for 3 years, about $90 million. The end of an era in Toronto. Devin, we're thinking of you. What else we got? Oh, Duncan Robinson too. I want to shout out Duncan Robinson. Nick's watching. He knows what it's all about. So, Duncan Robinson gets a big 5-year, $90 million contract.
Oof.
Stay with the Heat. Love to see
Love to see
my guys securing the bag.
Noel. I'm gonna go about the Knicks guy.
Yeah,
Noel.
Nick's brought back a few guys.
Yeah.
Nerlens,
Yeah,
Alec Burks,
Derrick Rose.
They
They brought him
then
all
they
back.
added Evan Fournier, which is an interesting
Oh.
signing. Paid a little bit for him, but he's a shot creator. He has a little bit of a playmaking ability. Torched the U.S. team playing for France, so just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, and breaking news:
Breaking news.
PJ Tucker from the Milwaukee Bucks signs a 2-year, $15 million deal with the Miami Heat.
Oh, the Miami Heat.
So the Heat,
Oh my goodness.
They're up to stuff.
Wow.
They're
Did
doing
we talk
things.
about Westbrook last week?
Oh,
look at this.
oh,
Not even a
yeah,
basketball
oh,
guy
yeah.
here.
I'm like Adam Schefter. I'm everybody. I can do everything.
So yeah, the Russell Westbrook goes
Yeah.
to the Los Angeles Lakers, which we all knew the Lakers coming out with this big trade a season. It's gonna happen.
They offloaded Montrezl Harrell,
Yep.
Kyle Kuzma, Caldwell Pope. So
Yeah, that's
it's gonna be interesting.
it's good.
Kyle Kuzma.
I mean,
Yeah,
it makes sense because LeBron he's getting slow. He needs Westbrook to run up and down the court for
it's
him.
a lot of isolation players in that.
Yeah,
team.
yeah, a lot of
Not a lot of shot making.
Yeah,
what,
no.
what he needs is Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, he does. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
I know it.
Go watch Space Jam 2.
Anyways,
Also, before we move on, I just
Oh.
want to point out how the Spurs, who I think had the second or third most cap space heading into today, spent $64 million combined between Doug McDermott and Zach Collins.
God.
It's not good.
Yeah.
What
Not
about
good.
you see Tim Hardaway's extension again? Tim Hardaway,
Yeah.
he's getting paid, man.
He's getting paid.
Yeah,
I mean, he was probably the second best scorer on the Mavericks last year after
Yeah.
Luka. So, I mean, if
man.
you can shoot a basketball, you will get paid.
You will get paid.
You will get paid.
Nice.
It's today's game.
It's kind of the theme, yeah.
All right.
Analytics.
Any more breaking trades?
No, just a lot of
Yeah.
small signings.
All right,
Nothing too crazy going on
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I mean Kawhi Leonard and stuff. That's the other big ones right now. But he's gonna re-sign probably with the Clippers and DeRozan.
DeRozan's the big
DeRozan,
one
yeah,
right now.
where
DeRozan could be another option
Oh.
for the Bulls. I'm hoping. But
Oh,
Jeez.
whoa,
A lot of teams, Bulls, Knicks.
Yeah, Bulls. Yeah,
yeah, the Knicks.
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 Knicks sound
Yeah.
good
Bulls,
there, huh?
Ah,
Bulls though.
Yeah, the Knicks sound great,
Yeah, the
don't they?
Bulls-
Kev?
Yeah,
Knicks sound
Bulls
wonderful.
sound-
Right? Knicks.
Bulls though. Are,
given.
you know.
All right, and now, okay, now the MLB trade deadline. Yes. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Dude. It was a wild ride because there's no more waiver trades. So
Right.
Mhm.
there's some big trades at the end of the season now, but now it's
Strict
you have
trade
one
deadline.
you have
now.
one shot to get all these get to trades. Now the Dodgers just got way better, and
So
the Dodgers got better, and what was the other? Oh my god, and the
Damn.
Cubs got worse, but
Oh, yeah.
Cubs
the Cubs,
blew it up.
the Cubs just
Cubs starting
sold
over.
everything.
Sad day for
They
Cubs fans.
slaughtered the World Series
Yeah.
team. They just
Yeah.
murdered them.
I mean, to be fair, they were all like free agents at the end of the year. So
Yeah.
like
Could be all
but,
rentals.
like,
Who knows?
They might all come back too.
yeah,
Who knows?
that's all.
I
That's
think
fair,
Rizzo
but-
might not come back. I'm not saying
He's-
he's going to stay in New York, but
he
I don't
should,
think he's
though.
going to.
Well, he
Yeah.
I don't know.
he's
I
probably
mean,
not because you see how much they lowballed him,
Right,
when
yeah.
they tried to
Yeah.
extend him.
Yeah,
That's true too.
that was my point in that. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think he's going to go back there because of that.
Yeah, and then the big what was it?
We got Chris Bryant to San
Yeah,
Francisco.
Chris Bryant.
Bobby
Yep.
Bias and the Mets.
Mhm.
Freddie Galvis back to Philly.
If you guys saw in the beginning of the show, they all debuted it with a home run, just to
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
little bit
yep,
of a,
just
the trio hits
Make it worse for Cubs fans.
right.
I was about to come in all really fired up talking about the Yankees trade deadline, but they're currently down 5-1 to the Baltimore Orioles, so I'm not as excited right now.
Because of speaking of free agency or not free agency,
Well, yeah.
trade deadline, Andrew Heaney.
yeah,
Andrew Heaney.
4 home runs, 4 solo shots, but still 4 home runs is a lot of home runs to give up.
Especially against Baltimore.
So maybe going
Yeah.
after the fly ball hitter or the fly ball pitcher to pitch in Yankee Stadium, which is very hitter friendly.
Mhm.
Probably not Cashman's best idea.
Well, at least Severino's going to start his rehab assignment soon.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we knew Heaney was struggling coming in to, as soon as he got traded, but you see it happen a lot where, change of scenery, something another organization sees that a player might be doing wrong, that they think, hey, we bring him in, we change this, we can fix him. But this is only his first start, so we'll see where he comes from here. But yeah, like you said, Severino should be back soon. Corey Kluber will also be back soon.
Mhm.
And then obviously the Rizzo and Gallo additions were huge. They needed lefty bats in the lineup terribly. Gallo is kind of another strikeout home run kind of guy, but he also walks a lot though. But again, he's a lefty, so they needed to get a lefty in there. And then Rizzo is complete package. He does it all. He
Yes, he
hits
does
it all
all.
over the field. We'll hit for power. We'll hit for average. We'll get on base.
So is
And a
Voit.
lefty
So where's,
also.
so where's Voit going to go? Is he a pinch hitter now?
Either pinch hitter,
Yeah.
they'll probably do like a rotation.
They might.
or
Yeah.
What they should do is they should just get Stanton to play the outfield much
Every
more
day.
often. Yeah.
Every day.
Judge plays center field. You have Gallo on right, Stanton left.
I mean,
Voit DHs.
because you're
Boom.
literally talking about one of you're looking at a guy who's probably in the best shape of probably anybody in the world.
Right.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah.
And that man is like, you open up the dictionary and you look up chiseled, it's a picture of Giancarlo Stanton.
Right. So it's absurd that he just gets hurt all the time.
He's a piece of glass, man.
He's still-
And look,
It doesn't make any sense.
And look, here's the thing. Like, if you're worried about him getting injured, like, you have enough guys in your lineup. Like, especially when Luke Voit comes back, like, you have enough guys in your lineup that if Stanton does get hurt and he has to sit for a while, your lineup is still very deep. So just ride it out. Just have him play every day in left field
Mhm.
until if he gets hurt, then whatever. But hopefully he doesn't get hurt. And then now you're taking out Brett Gardner, who's been just an automatic out for you for the most part, out of your lineup. And your outfield is, you're getting great production from all of your outfielders. And then Voigt's in the lineup every day. Rizzo's at first. Voit probably DHs then in that case. DJ second, Glaber's short. Gio at third. Loaded lineup.
And now with Rizzo and Gallo, you have more lefty options too.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It just
Oh,
spreads them, it just balances the lineup more. It's and you
then-
needed that at Yankee Stadium. They had no guy who could just, pull it to right field and just give it a little poke to right field. They pull it there and it's gone.
So and then with the trade deadline, most of the main teams that big trades were playing are pushing for the playoffs. Now the Blue Jays got
Jose Barrios.
Barrios, who made a great debut. He had a shutout.
And Joaquin Soria.
Yeah, him, and then also the Athletics guys. Come on,
Moneyball. Moneyball moves.
they made some moves too. Watch out. That playoff spot is a little might be
It's up
held
for
by
grabs.
the Athletics.
Boston,
2.5.
Boston
We're
traded
coming.
for Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and
Schwarber,
Schwarber's
yeah.
is coming back.
Didn't
Yeah.
like that, but hey, their Rizzo was their top target when we stole them.
Cleveland
Stole
for
him from
Pablo
them.
Sandoval.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
I mean, that's very minor, I guess, but he's still a name.
Cleveland. What team?
Oh, he is.
Cleveland what?
He is a name.
Oh,
All
he's a name.
He's a name, and he does in fact play the game of baseball.
Yes, he does, and still at a high enough level that he plays in the majors.
Mm.
I think it's worth
And
pointing
there are teams
out.
to trade for him.
Yeah. I think it's worth pointing out, like, the biggest loser of this deadline might honestly be the Rockies. So last year you go out and you trade your best player, Nolan Arenado, to the Cardinals. And it's like, okay, you guys are going to be sellers now. So you got Trevor Story you could trade, John Gray. And what do?
Nothing.
They don't trade any of them.
Like,
They're just going to let them walk into free agency.
Were they literally not getting like anything remotely like worth it or something? Like what?
They lowered.
They
So
claimed
they not trade him. He's gone. For
There was a
nothing.
report that they lowered the price on Trevor Story. There was a report that they lowered it, that they were asking for a high price, and they lowered it, and they still couldn't get.
Well,
it
I was gonna say that that original
like,
price had to be like through the roof.
Right?
Yeah.
Like this isn't like, you know, a Jack Eichel situation where he signed 5 more seasons. Like, no, he's gone in a few months.
Yeah.
Mid-November, he's gone.
Yeah.
Or maybe he might not sign anywhere.
At that point,
at
that point, if you can't get anybody for him, get a couple mid-tier prospects and call it a day.
you have to something.
Yes.
And then in your press
like-
conference, be like, listen, I mean, teams didn't bite for what we really wanted, so I mean, we didn't want to get rid of him, or we didn't want to let him walk, so we had to take something.
Yeah.
You know, because at that point, just explain that you're handcuffed and do the best you can.
Yeah.
But
like it's great because it's not like I don't know. Like there's been top players who have been dealt at the deadline when they're on expiring deals, like Manny Machado. The Orioles got a pretty decent return from the Dodgers for him at the time, at least. So like it's not like teams just don't trade for rentals, or at least rentals that will cost a top tier prospect in that. So I was kind of confused by that. I really thought they would get a good return for Story, but even when they weren't getting a good return, I'm shocked they didn't trade him for anything. Yeah, like he's got a few months left as a Colorado Rocky, and that's it. He's
done.
They claim that that none of the deals that they received for Story or John Gray were better than getting the compensation pick. Or compensatory.
I mean, what?
But it's like, come on, like,
are you going to draft the next Trevor Story with that compensatory pick?
Yeah,
exactly.
Do you have the best scouting?
God.
Do you have like by far the best scouting department in the league or something? Like,
Yeah,
you're that confident?
You could probably get multiple players instead of just one pick where you pick one player.
Right.
Multiple prospects versus just one.
Yeah. Like you can't tell me there's any like low to mid tier prospect in any organization that was in on Trevor Story that you could at least say like, hey, I don't think they value him as much as we do. I think we could steal him from them. Like, you know, Moneyball, like Anderson. I like Anderson. No, you don't. No one knows.
Like
no one likes.
I do like Anderson.
Like, I don't know how you don't just trade him for anything.
No, yeah.
Like,
How are you going to sell the fans after, like, just going back to just talking about Arenado? Like, you trade him for nothing, and you're paying his contract. You're paying Arenado to go play for the Cardinals.
And since you're paying Arenado's contract, there's no way you're paying Trevor Story
this
offseason. There's no way you're going to give him money this offseason to come back to play for a bottom tier team.
It's sad. I feel bad for Rockies fans. That's terrible.
And I feel bad for Story. He was probably like, well, I mean, I shouldn't feel too bad. He's going to get hefty pay.
He's going to get. He'll get a nice payday.
But I mean, he was probably thinking like, hey, I'll get out of here soon. I'll get to go play for a contender, help him go chase a World Series the rest of the way. And no, he's got to ride out the rest of this year with just a terrible team around him.
I'm trying to really think what team will pay him, because I'm thinking like
the Yankees.
They will be.
Or does Washington need a replacement for Trey Turner? I'm just saying.
Maybe
they sold him. Now that they buy another one.
But
yeah.
Like, so all Story has to play for the rest of this year is just I'm gonna just go hit bombs so I can get a pay raise.
We'll
raise my value.
Yeah, we'll get to that more when we get closer to the end of the MLB season, because there'll be more rumors and all that. But honorable mention, guys. You guys any random stories going on?
First should be Oklahoma and Texas moving to the SEC.
Oh, okay.
We talked about Texas moving earlier when we were talking about the Bills and the new stadium. So. Officially in 2025, Oklahoma and Texas will be moving to the Southeastern Conference effective for spring.
Ooh.
So
that's a big deal. That's a big deal, right? Oh yeah,
that's big for the SEC, I guess.
I hate where college football's going. With that, I just
well. I mean, the good thing about college and NFL right now is that actually for the next until February, we have a NFL football game on. For the next till February, so that's good news with that.
Like speaking like with the NFL, like with this move, with them moving to the SEC, like it's college football is just becoming more and more like just professional league, like
Amateur
the NFL.
amateur league.
Well,
Professional amateur league, yeah.
Yeah. So like instead of like that was the thing like unique about college football. It was just like I don't know, like any team across the country, you know, could play for a national championship or compete for the national championship. But now the playoff committee, like it's just going to be solely locked in on the SEC. And like there's really only going to be like one part of the country that's going to care about college football, and that'll be the Southeast, because people aren't going to care as much, you know, in the Pac-12, because they're going to be like, well, we're not going to have a shot at the national championship. Like there might be one team in the Pac-12 that just beats up on a bunch of teams from the Pac-12, and then come when it's time to pick 4 teams for the playoff, it'll be like, well, yeah, but this team in the SEC had to beat Texas, they had to beat Oklahoma, they had to beat LSU. Like, I don't know. It just, I don't like where it's going. I think, I mean, the only thing that I think could save it is if like there's another conference that emerges to try to form a super conference. Like the Big Ten starts picking teams from the ACC and the Pac-12, you know, and they just try to form a huge, massive conference of their own. And then we'll essentially just have 2 super conferences as opposed to the Power 5. But yeah, I don't like that trend where it's going.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
So many more SEC teams are just going to be in the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Are they
Especially
expanding the playoff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To 8?
There was the one proposal of 12. I don't know how far that's
12.
gotten.
Whoa.
But like if they,
That would be wild.
Wait, am I hearing that? Or am I thinking wrong?
You think 8? Because
I thought I heard.
it's 4.
Unless I'm completely.
You could be right.
Well, no,
Yeah,
you could be
yeah,
right
yeah.
right now. It should. I would.
It's 4. Yeah.
I don't want it to expand past 4. The most I would be okay with is 6, and
Yeah.
like 1, 2 seeds get a bye, and then 2 play or 3 play 6, 4 plays 5. But then even in that case, like teams are going to be arguing about, oh, we should be getting a bye, and it's like, I don't know, you're never going to find a perfect system. Like,
No.
I might be in like the rarity, but I miss the BCS.
Yeah, you're in a
Just
rarity there.
At least just eliminate the human element. I think, like if a computer comes out and says like these are the 4 best teams based on stats, based on all these variables, I think it's easier to accept. People might still get upset, but just with the human element, I just think it just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just there's just too much bias that can get in the way of that, and I've been saying that for years.
Can you expand on it, Kev? You got anything on that?
No, I said it covered there.
Yeah.
I love college football.
I
love like of all the sports, like college football is just my favorite to sit down and just watch all day. So it sucks seeing it go this way.
I mean, I do kind of want to expand that playoffs. Wouldn't that be more fun?
No.
I mean, it's 4 though.
No,
what's wrong with
that was the thing about college football that makes it different from the NFL is that every week is so important. Like in the NFL, like if you drop a game, you're like, all right, well, we'll get them next week. But in college football, it's like if you're a team trying to win a national championship, if you drop one game, if you slip up one game against a team that you shouldn't, your season could be over. But as soon as you expand the playoff, it turns into like, well, we slipped up this week, but as long as we win next week, we win out from here, we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I could. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that may. What about you got anything about Mitchell's? Anything else? Anything? No. Okay. I think that really wraps up our show. Thank you all for watching. Please give a like on the video of ours. Let's see. Oh, we have a episode coming. Probably released Thursday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right, Zach.
You want me to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, you can talk about it. Yeah.
So, as some of you guys know, me and Alex are part of the Barstool Magic Apartment, and we're gonna have a round table Wednesday night. We're gonna record, and it's gonna be me, Alex, Jeff, and Mike, along with Michelangelo, who's from Barstool. He was behind the camera when we were all there. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to talk about what happened the week of, leading up to, and the Saturday of the game when the guys were here, and maybe go and bleed into a little bit of our NFL preview.
Nice.
For sure. Yep.
All right, cool. Other than that, guys, thank you so much. And come on, we're not going to lose the Bills. I mean, we all know
We're
it.
fine.
We're fine.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, baby. See you guys later.